Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt like everyone was judging you? Have you ever doubted yourself before a job interview, a presentation, or even a simple conversation? Or maybe you've looked at successful people and wondered, what do they have that I don't? Here's the truth. Most confident people weren't born confident. And strong mental health isn't something you either have or don't have. They're both skills. Skills that can be trained. Just like building muscle in the gym, you can strengthen your mind, improve your confidence, and become more emotionally resilient using simple, science-backed tools. Today, we're going to explore some of the most powerful tools for strengthening mental health and self-confidence. These are practical strategies used by psychologists, mental health experts, athletes, entrepreneurs, and everyday people who want to feel stronger, happier, and more capable. And make sure you stay until the end, because one of the most effective confidence-building techniques takes less than 5 minutes a day, and almost nobody uses it consistently. Let's begin. What is mental health? 0:45 to 2 o'clock. Before we talk about tools, let's understand what mental health really means. Mental health is not simply the absence of mental illness. It includes your emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how you think, how you feel, how you make decisions, how you relate to others. Self-confidence, on the other hand, is your belief in your ability to handle life's challenges. The two are deeply connected. When mental health suffers, confidence often drops. When confidence drops, anxiety, stress, and self-doubt often increase. It's a cycle. But the good news? Positive habits can create an upward cycle too. Every small action that strengthens mental health can also strengthen confidence. Warning signs your mental health may need attention. 2 to 3:15. Many people ignore mental health struggles because they think they're just having a bad day. But certain signs may indicate you need more support. These include constant worry or anxiety, low mood lasting weeks, feeling overwhelmed, lack of motivation, difficulty sleeping, poor concentration, social withdrawal, negative self-talk, irritability. Do any of these sound familiar? Millions of people experience these challenges every year. Recognizing the signs is the first step toward improvement. Tool 1. Master your inner dialogue. 3:15 to 5 o'clock. Let's start with one of the most powerful tools available. Your self-talk. Think about it. You hear your own voice in your head more than anyone else's voice. But is that voice supportive? Or is it constantly criticizing you? Many people say things to themselves they would never say to a friend. I always fail. I'm not smart enough. I'm not attractive enough. I can't do this. The brain listens. Research shows repeated negative thoughts can reinforce feelings of anxiety and low self-worth. Instead, try replacing destructive thoughts with realistic and encouraging ones. For example, instead of, I'll fail, try, I may face challenges, but I can handle them. Instead of, I'm terrible at this, try, I'm still learning. Notice the difference? Confidence doesn't come from pretending you're perfect. It comes from trusting yourself to grow. Ask yourself, what would happen if you spoke to yourself like someone you truly cared about? Tool 2. Exercise for your mind. 5 to 6:30. Most people think exercise is only for physical health. But exercise is one of the most effective mental health tools available. Physical activity helps release chemicals like endorphins and other mood-supporting neurotransmitters. These can help reduce stress and improve mood. Imagine two people. One spends every day sitting indoors, scrolling social media, and avoiding movement. The other takes a 30-minute walk daily. Who is more likely to feel energized, resilient, and confident? Even simple activities can help. Walking, cycling, dancing, swimming, yoga, strength training. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. Your body and mind are connected more than most people realize. Move your body, and your mind often follows. Tool 3. Build confidence through small wins. 6:30 to 8 o'clock. Here's a myth. Many people believe confidence comes before action. But in reality, confidence usually comes after action. Think about learning to drive. You probably weren't confident before your first lesson. You became confident after practicing repeatedly. Small wins create evidence. Evidence creates belief. Belief creates confidence. Start small. Make your bed. Finish a workout. Read 10 pages. Learn one new skill. Complete one important task. Every small success sends your brain a message. I can do hard things. And over time, those messages become your identity. What small win could you achieve today? Tool 4. Limit social comparison. 8 to 9:30. Social media can be inspiring, but it can also be damaging when used incorrectly. People often compare their everyday lives to someone else's highlight reel. You see their success, their vacations, their achievements, their perfect photos, but you don't see their struggles, their failures, their insecurities, their setbacks. Comparison steals confidence. Instead of asking, why am I not like them? Ask, what can I learn from them? Growth happens when inspiration replaces comparison. Remember, the only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Tool 5. Sleep. The hidden superpower. 9:30 to 11 o'clock. Want stronger mental health? Start by improving sleep. Poor sleep affects mood, memory, focus, emotional control, decision-making. Lack of sleep can make everyday challenges feel overwhelming. Simple sleep tips include keeping a consistent bedtime, limiting screens before sleep, avoiding excessive caffeine late in the day, creating a quiet sleeping environment. Think about the last time you were exhausted. Did you feel more confident? More patient? More positive? Probably not. Quality sleep is one of the most underrated confidence boosters available. Tool 6. Practice gratitude daily, 11 to 12:15. Here's the 5-minute habit that many people overlook. Gratitude. Your brain naturally notices problems. This is a survival mechanism. But focusing only on problems can create a negative mindset. Gratitude trains your brain to notice what's working. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be simple: a good meal, a supportive friend, a peaceful moment. Over time, this habit can help shift attention away from constant negativity. And a more positive mindset often supports stronger confidence. Myths about confidence, 12:15 to 13:30. Let's bust some common myths. Myth 1. Confident people never feel fear. False. Everyone experiences fear. Confident people simply act despite fear. Myth 2. Confidence comes from appearance. Appearance can influence self-image. But true confidence comes from skills, values, and self-respect. Myth 3. You must be perfect. Nobody is perfect. Perfectionism often increases stress and self-doubt. Progress is more important than perfection. Myth 4. Mental health problems mean weakness. Absolutely false. Mental health challenges are human experiences. Seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Tool 7. Build strong connections, 13:30 to 14:45. Humans are social creatures. Supportive relationships can protect mental health. Talk to friends, family members, trusted colleagues. Sometimes simply sharing your thoughts can reduce stress. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack all day. Now imagine someone helping carry part of the load. That's what support can do. Don't underestimate the power of connection. Who is one person you could reach out to today? Professional help is a tool too, 14:45 to 15:45. Sometimes lifestyle changes aren't enough. And that's okay. Mental health professionals can provide valuable support. Options may include counseling, psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, support groups, medical evaluation when appropriate. Seeking professional help isn't giving up. It's taking action. Just as you would see a doctor for a physical injury, mental health deserves professional attention when needed. Powerful summary and conclusion, 1545 to 1700 hours. Let's review the tools we've discussed today. Improve your self-talk. Exercise regularly. Focus on small wins. Reduce unhealthy comparison. Prioritize sleep. Practice gratitude. Build supportive relationships. Seek professional help when needed. Remember this. Confidence is not something you find. It's something you build. Mental strength isn't created overnight. It's created through daily choices. Every positive habit is a vote for the person you want to become. Every step forward matters. Every effort counts. And every day gives you another opportunity to strengthen your mind and believe in yourself a little more. You are far more capable than your doubts want you to believe. Start small. Stay consistent. And trust the process. Call to action. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more evidence-based health and self-improvement content. Speech balloon comment below. Which of these mental health and confidence tools are you going to try first? Your experience could inspire someone else reading the comments. And remember, take care of your mind, believe in your growth, and keep moving forward, one small step at a time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If you're still watching, you're about to learn some of the most powerful long-term tools for building resilience and self-confidence. These are habits that separate people who simply cope from people who truly thrive. Let's dive in. Tool 8. Learn to manage stress effectively. Stress is not always the enemy. In fact, short-term stress can motivate us to take action. The problem arises when stress becomes chronic. Long-term stress can affect sleep quality, mood, energy levels, concentration, physical health. One effective technique is controlled breathing. Try this. Breathe in slowly for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat several times. Why does this help? Your body begins to relax. Your mind follows. Have you noticed how your breathing changes when you're nervous? Now imagine intentionally using your breath to regain control. Simple, but incredibly powerful. Many people struggle with confidence because they constantly say yes when they really want to say no. They fear disappointing others. They worry about being judged. But healthy boundaries protect mental health. Boundaries can include limiting toxic relationships, protecting personal time, reducing unnecessary commitments, respecting your own needs. Here's an important truth. Saying no to something unhealthy is often saying yes to your well-being. Ask yourself, where in your life do stronger boundaries need to be created? Tool 10. Develop a growth mindset. Imagine two students taking the same difficult exam. One says, I failed. I'm not smart. The other says, I failed. What can I learn from this? Who is more likely to improve? The second student. That's called a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities can improve through effort, learning, and persistence. People with this mindset view mistakes differently. They don't see failure as proof of weakness. They see it as information, as feedback, as part of the learning process. The next time something doesn't go your way, ask, what is this experience teaching me? That single question can transform setbacks into stepping stones. Real life story. The power of small changes, 1930 to 2100 hours. Let's consider a relatable example. Imagine Sarah. Sarah constantly compares herself to others online. She struggles with self-doubt. She avoids opportunities because she's afraid of failure. Every morning she wakes up feeling anxious and overwhelmed. One day, she decides to make a few small changes. She writes down 3 things she's grateful for every evening. She limits social media use. She challenges negative thoughts. At first, nothing seems different. But after several weeks, she notices something surprising. Her mood improves. Her energy increases. She starts speaking up more often. She becomes willing to try new things. Did her life suddenly become perfect? No, but she became stronger. And that's what mental health improvement often looks like. Not overnight transformation. Gradual progress. Small actions repeated consistently. When low confidence becomes a serious problem, 21 to 22:30. It's normal to doubt yourself occasionally. Everyone does. However, persistent low self-esteem can sometimes contribute to chronic anxiety, depression, social isolation, poor academic or work performance, relationship difficulties. If feelings of hopelessness, sadness, severe anxiety, or emotional distress continue for weeks and interfere with daily life, professional support may be beneficial. There is no shame in asking for help. In fact, some of the strongest people you know have likely reached out for support at some point in their lives. Strength is not pretending everything is fine. Strength is taking action when something needs attention. Daily mental health checklist, 2230 to 2400 hours. Imagine starting every day with this simple checklist. White heavy checkmark, did I get enough sleep? White heavy checkmark, did I move my body today? White heavy checkmark, did I drink enough water? White heavy checkmark, did I spend time with supportive people? White heavy checkmark, did I challenge negative self-talk? White heavy checkmark, did I learn something new? White heavy checkmark, did I take a moment to appreciate something positive? You don't need perfection. Even checking off a few of these consistently can make a meaningful difference over time. Think of mental health the same way you think of physical fitness. You don't become strong from one workout. You become strong from consistent practice. The same applies to your mind. Final inspirational message, 24 to 00, 25 to 30. Before we finish, remember this. There will be days when you feel confident, and there will be days when you don't. There will be moments when progress feels easy, and moments when it feels impossible. That is part of being human. Don't judge your entire journey based on one difficult day. A bad day is not a bad life. A setback is not a failure. And self-doubt is not a permanent identity. You are constantly growing, constantly learning, constantly becoming. The strongest minds are not those that never struggle. They are the ones that continue moving forward despite struggle. So start today. Choose one tool from this video. Just one. Practice it consistently for the next week. Then watch what happens. Because small actions, repeated over time, can create extraordinary change. Extended call to action. If this video helped you understand how to strengthen your mental health and self-confidence, don't forget to thumbs up like this video. Speech balloon, comment below. Which confidence-building tool are you committing to this week? Outbox Tray, share this video with a friend or family member who could benefit from these strategies. Bell, subscribe and turn on notifications for more evidence-based health, wellness, and personal growth content. Remember, your mental health matters. Your confidence can grow, and your future is shaped by the habits you build today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.